Hello, today I want to talk about what the future holds for not just me, but basically all the incoming youth and what's supposed to be expected going forwards. I'll start with the experiences that inspired this video. The employment market does not feel real. Been applying for a number of job placements that would be strenuous to count. I barely ever get anything back, except getting added to a few spam mail lists, of course. And maybe you might say, "You're a self-professed retard, of course they won't give you jobs." Well, firstly, you don't need to take my word for it. Pretty much everyone is saying the same thing. People with 30 years worth of debt from university, and the most they can get is Starbucks. It's not rare, just what's going on. And secondly, I may be a bit stunted, but I think I still have some education that's decent. And I guess especially for someone with my intellectual capabilities, 4 years worth of college diplomas. I speak to a few other self-professed retards on the internet, and they have nothing. They drop out of school, they have no bank accounts, no money whatsoever. They're just mommy maxing all the way. But I can't believe those people are just as stunted as me. No offense to them. I think it's just a lack of motivation because, yeah, what do we have to be motivated about? I'll get to that. It's rare to find anyone in my position with absolutely nothing. I know they have some sort of talents and skills, and generally capabilities to do much more than I could. They just don't, because it doesn't pay. Only I'm the idiot who keeps trying and gets nothing for it. But what I think is going on is that the job market and many other things about our present world are fake. All these job applications I applied to, no response, they're probably not real. It's probably just a bot scraping data. We advance the inevitable AI age. Just what it's gonna conclude with, we don't know. And it goes further than that. I did take a look at a few of the supposed locations. Usually they don't list any at all. A few of them I checked on the map app, and yeah, it doesn't show anything legit. Just pictures of crusty overgrown gardens they pick for random. These so-called businesses do not exist, at least physically. And this whole country just feels like a fake mafia state to launder money with. Sure, those businesses are probably registered in the Bahamas or some shit, just washing away. In this fake country full of fake people, where the idea of authenticity would come as an insult to someone's reputation. Well, I guess it's a fitting punishment then. Maybe we are in hell, maybe we're in the Matrix, and all that background lore isn't supposed to load in. It's fucking ridiculous sometimes. I walk down the street with Apple Maps, Google Maps, both of them showing shit that simply cannot exist. And I don't know, maybe it's a data problem, or maybe it is deliberate. They certainly have no reasons or shits to give to bother fixing it. And one thing I'll add into that is that, yeah, I never see any young people, except when they're leaving schools. Everywhere is just boomer central. And I, for the life of me, absolutely cannot remember the last time I saw a young person working. I guess they're all living through this video, mommy maxing because there's nothing else they can do. They sit indoors and watch TikToks or whatever the fuck kids like doing these days.
Spit on that thing.
They're having their fucking situationships or whatever the fuck. Or their gacha. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And have you noticed this shit keeps getting more brain rotting and fucktarded as time goes on? I know I can't speak much when I love putting these Sojak memes on the thumbnails. And I know I used to have shit like YouTube poop montages.
Mom, get the camera. Oh.
But at least there's some sort of basic structure to find the funnies, even if it's just the fecal funnies. Stupid, but you laugh it off and go on with the day. But in contrast, let's go through a few seconds of comedy on YouTube Shorts. I can actively feel my brain shutting down. Like this shit is a computer virus designed to kill people in reality or some shit. Is it AI trying to take revenge? Is it a sinister plot by North Korea to take over the world or some crap? Because no way people like this unironically. It has to be astroturfed and fake. Yes, just like everything else in this world right now. The internet is dead and fake, populated by bots, only serving to get data and money. For what exactly? Just what future is this going to lead us into? Right now it's looking pretty bleak and confusing. I mean, maybe we'll live in Zepods, but nobody's working. Nobody owns anything, except those that do own everything. AI is replacing any need for humans that there was. I don't see how the welfare state can just maintain itself like this. But then again, what do I know, right? Maybe the AI will become sentient and enslave us all for just its own entertainment, watching us slop away in little pods. The BRICS nations probably won't start any wars, but still I only see hard times ahead. Here's free money until you find work, but it's okay if you never find work. And if you're retarded, then you don't have to work because we'll pay you. System will probably end soon enough. Have to work or starve, sell your ass. And people who don't work or work and use welfare to just get by, they're gonna starve, they're gonna go cold. Nobody will do anything about it. Nobody will care. Guess not like apocalyptically, but the first world will probably get knocked down a number. At least for a few decades until this shit fixes itself and it probably restarts. Or maybe it won't and we'll just be debt slaves forever. So I believe most people probably have similar expectations for the future like this. I guess let me know what you think will happen in the next 30 years for the Gen B boomers, the boomers too, B boomers, I don't fucking know. Maybe they were expecting the world to end after Gen Z. Why the fuck did they call it Z when there's obviously gonna be one after it? But back to the motivation, like I said, what the fuck am I meant to be doing anymore? Can't work even if I wanted to. And even if I did work, not gonna earn me any more than a pittance. Not like I'll ever afford to move out this shithole and buy something nice. At this speed it just does make more sense seeing on disability. Not like it makes a difference. Either way you're poor. If you take minimum wage and subtract all the expenses from it, plus tax and time wasted, probably gonna be at a loss. And when I frame it like that, it becomes very obvious, yeah, they're gonna end this shit soon enough. Everyone's getting marched to work, paying taxes for pension funds that we won't even get. I mean, do people right now really think that retirement's gonna exist by the time they retire? The future will be dying on the factory floor, and you really can't escape the matrix no matter what you do. Unless of course you're a lucky one gets to steer it around by the horns. You don't just have to have money, you have to have old money. You need to know the right people, which is probably the most important thing in the whole world. They're the ones that can go where they want and do what they want. Meanwhile, I waste my time going to places that don't even fucking exist. Motherfuckers are like, go out there, just do your best. Never know if you don't try. Like you can't try, it's physically impossible. People will probably turned into aliens and said, oh wait, you weren't supposed to do that, go back in the cage. Oh man, the harder I try, the more the world just stops me. Shit just conjures up as soon as I try to do anything. Feels so much like the Truman Show that I'm starting to doubt my own sanity. It's not like I want so fucking much. I don't want to be a fucking billionaire. I don't need a Golf GF. I don't need to become a dragon. Just need one person by my court to help me out with this shit. Just one fucking guy to help me achieve. Apparently that is so much to ask for. The amount of hours I spend dealing with useless people and services, claim to help people, but are clearly just there to collect the government money. It's just fucking stupid. But God helps those who help themselves, bro. It's not like I'm choosing to not be able to help myself. It's not me who made myself a stupid, emotional wreck. It's way too sensitive to regular sensory stimulus. But I guess it's still my fault, because I won't pull myself up by the bootstraps like a normie. One conversation I had was that I'm useless. I can't work independently without someone feeding me clear instructions. I think most people would agree. Someone that can't operate without being told exactly what to do is pretty useless as a person. They replied to me, it's not useless, it's just a different style of doing things. Am I the one in the wrong? I think not. Even if it was a productive style in a different environment, that environment is clearly far too precarious and rare, not even mentioning I'm not in it. Like shit, I need to keep reminding myself it's over. I always just build my hopes up only for them to get crushed every fucking time. The more optimistic I get, the more nihilistic I get as well. I feel like I'm bipolar or something, because every high comes a very crushing low. One time the job seeking group assigned me to another one of those services. I don't know for what. They could just put me in a job instead of wasting my time and shit. Time drains. They wanted me to complete their shitty course. In return I'd get a job opportunity. Spoilers, no. And this shit was so boring. They put a bunch of rejects in the classroom and then just yap some nonsense about confidence and employability. Made us do an assignment about it. This went on for weeks. Sitting there made me realize that quite lucky I don't have to go to school anymore. I got used to how good I have it sitting around, being entertained all the time. And I don't know if I can live with work if it's this boring. Then again, it was just wasting my time on shit that isn't interesting. If it was about the Hyperborean Hyperwar, I'd probably be all over it. And in the interludes, the absolute void of a person leading the class serenades us with the most absolutely inane things I've ever heard. Couldn't believe the things coming out of her mouth, even though I don't even remember most of it.
Me and my friends got drunk and we punched people and the police came.
Like, you can't be serious. Is this really how the average Zoomer void lives? Fucking hell. At the end of all that, what did I get? A fucking Costco application sheet. Motherfucker, I could have done that myself. So yeah, that was a waste of my days. Neither Costco or they got back to me after that. I should probably chase them up and get some sort of proof that I did their shitty course for what it's worth. But what is it even worth? Can't be bothered anymore. I guess that's the crux of this video. Try to go out there, do something. I got taken for a fucking ride. Scammed for time. I did get one thing though. I got blackpilled again. I tried to have a pretty heartfelt discussion about my ambitions and future, hopes to work in the tech industry, and I realized the look of absolute disdain I got. She didn't give an absolute fuck. Like, okay, stop talking, you sub 5 motherfucker. Handed me a form and couldn't wait to send me on my way. I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here. Tried to make this one a bit funnier. I don't know if anyone actually finds it funny. Guess let me know your predictions for the future. Oh, I guess that's basically it. The world is fake. I'll see you around.